you?
Good, you?
Good. Come on in.
Hello.
Hi.
Come on in.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
I'm Georgina.
I'm Lucy.
And I'm like
Linda.
mask on.
Yeah,
Nice to
and
meet
Linda.
you.
The two that we're going to be late.
Yeah, you're the first.
Yeah,
exactly. Good. Look how that worked, hey?
Yeah.
Didn't want to be late and we.
This is where we're gonna be.
Okay.
So pick your seats.
Okay.
Listen, and if you need the washroom, it's straight ahead.
Okay.
You just have to turn the fish.
Okay.
And yeah, you're early, so just
I know.
relax.
Oh, I love your mirror.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
So this used to be my shop. I have 2 rooms here. This used to be my shop until March. And I used to have a teepee out there, and we used to do all of the stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, so next summer I'll have it back up and a
Okay.
store. So hopefully
Oh, cool.
we'll have a bigger space next year.
Yeah.
Now the heater is, there's a heater here and a heater there. So those 2 areas are the warmest.
Tu dis la chaleur, là? C'est la chaleur à côté, là.
Ouais.
Oui.
Toi, tu.
La chaleur.
Okay, that's true. Not fussy.
Yeah, you get to relax
It's all the
now.
same room.
Perfect.
So yeah, we left at 5:45 from
You did
Fredericton.
good because
So,
I know it's
we
about
did
an
good.
hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, I did exactly 45.
Wow.
Yeah.
The mirrors, if you want, you can just place in front and relax.
Is that a mirror?
Oui.
It will be.
Oh, okay. I'm just like, I can't see my reflection. I might be a vampire.
No, we'll get it going. So.
I took a course with you online this winter.
Oh, okay.
Trauma.
The karma
Oh,
cleanse.
trauma.
Oh, the trauma.
The childhood trauma.
Yes.
I'm the
Nice.
one who had the pain in the shoulder that night, and I emailed you.
Oh,
I messaged you.
And what happened? Do you still have it? Or?
No. After we talked, it kind of went away.
That
was
gave me goosebumps.
That was the first time that it ever happened to me. Like I could feel the pain, and it was so much a different weird pain.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
So yeah, no, I was glad that it went away because it hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the real thing?
Yes, it is. It's
Wow. Wow.
it's a Chilean sea turtle. If you actually put your hand about an inch away, you can feel the water from it still.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm curious.
Yeah, it feels cool.
The left hand is easier to feel.
Si tu prends ta main droite, là, ta main gauche, je veux dire.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't go on the left, I go with my left hand. I was thinking left.
You feel a cool breeze coming off of it.
I don't.
Maybe just
I
back
feel
away.
heat, but maybe
and
it's
then
because
go
of the
close.
candle. But that's not a real candle. I
No.
feel heat. Probably because my hands are so cold.
Yeah, it probably is. Your hands are probably
Yeah, because it's hot.
yeah. So
Yeah, I feel as if I
Wow.
have a candle underneath my hand.
that's really cool.
That's really
So you must have a good connection
Okay.
to the turtle
Thank you.
energy then.
Maybe, I don't know.
It's a protector, so
Yeah.
it was gifted to
Come on
me,
in.
and
Have a seat wherever you like.
it's known to protect.
Wow.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Good. I'm Georgina. I'm
I'm
the one
Brett.
behind East Coast Mystic.
Nice to meet you. I'm Carrie.
I don't think we actually got to like meet. I think it's more like from the window of my car to
Yeah.
the door.
Usually, yes. You've probably met my dogs more than you've met me. They like to bark at the door when people come.
Yes.
That's awesome. Well, welcome. I hope you found it all right.
I drove past it the first time, but I made it.
Okay. I don't have a sign up, so throws people off.
And I'm Linda. by
Nice
the
to
way.
meet you.
I'm Lucy.
We're gonna be taking our masks off once people show up, but I just figured until everyone gets seated and we can space out a bit, it'll be good. So I think we have Perfect.
That's for Linda and I.
Awesome. There you go. Thank you.
Are we? We must be doing.
So we're going to use this cauldron quite a bit tonight, and that's why it's in the center.
I need to start with-
I
Perfect.
couldn't find where I had sent the deposit, so.
Did you send
I
one?
don't know if I did or
I'll
not,
check.
so.
I'll check, and if you did, I'll just refund it.
No, that's fine, either way.
Perfect. That table would work. So I don't like putting faces on my page, so I'm not the type of person I'll take a photo of us all in a group. I like things confidential. So you don't have to worry about that. But I am going to send you an audio recording
Okay.
of the session because you're taking your mirrors home, and so you'll probably want to use them in the future, and there's a few chants we're going to do. And you also know how to recharge it if you need to.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So we just have a few more coming. I'm gonna peek at my book and see who it all is. I know there's 2 coming together, and I can't remember the third we're waiting for. My mind is not good on these days. I get too excited. It's like, I don't want to think. Thinking sucks. No. Let me see. Okay. Okay, so yes, it looks like there's probably 3 together coming. That makes sense. So we'll relax. Still okay, 8 minutes or so. Oh. If you need the washroom, it's straight ahead. The tub is kind of glowing. You just have to turn the fish, and there's nothing back there. So you don't have to worry, but if you're uncomfortable, you can close the shower curtain. This is just marsh and water that's back there. Yeah. So this is the first time for everyone here tonight. I think 2 of them came last year, so I told them, bring your old mirror, see which one is more powerful.
I've done some mirror work before, but not like that, not past lives, because this is past lives,
Yes.
right? No, I've done some mirror work. Louise Hay, she has this thing about the mirror work, and you stand in front of a mirror and you say, I love myself.
Oh, nice. So
Like,
image,
you
more
talk
like
to
image
yourself.
magic.
You
Yeah.
talk to yourself and, like for me, I would say, Linda, I love you. Linda, I love you. I love you very much. Da-da. There's a process you have to go through.
That's
But you know
neat.
what? Saying that to yourself in front of a mirror, it's not that easy.
No, for sure. Exactly.
It's so when Lucy said there was mirror work done, and I'm just like, okay, I'm in for it. Because
Yeah.
that the mirror work I did, it did change my life. I don't know how, but it did make a change in my life.
Oh, for sure it was.
Yeah, because just
Yes.
saying my name, looking at myself in my eyes and saying my name was really difficult.
And you know, your higher self, your true spirit loves you.
Yeah.
Right? That's
Yeah.
that's the spirit of us who wants to communicate and give us the best possible life. It's just everything we've interpreted and connected to and took note on is really how we think, right?
Yeah.
So by doing the imagery like that, you are connecting to your higher being. And that higher being is only positive. It's impossible for it to be negative.
Yeah. Yeah,
So yeah, I can see the power behind that for sure.
there is a lot of power.
I used to do that. My mind wouldn't stop spinning, and I didn't know why. And I used to stare in the mirror and tell myself to shut up.
Stop doing that.
Stop spinning. What do you want me to know? And it helped. It slowed
Yeah,
down.
it's,
So
yeah, funny how things work.
yeah,
So where did you get that from? Like, was it
that was
given to you? Or?
Yes, it was. It was given to me. It was actually saved. And the people that save it, what happens is the Chinese will hunt those turtles.
Yeah.
And they grind up the shell to make aphrodisiac. So it was actually saved from turtle hunters and given to me. I'm Ojibwa, part native,
Okay.
So it's known as when you have a turtle shell given to you,
Sacred,
you're meant to be
yeah.
a healer.
Yeah.
So I have, so I'm the keeper of that. I'm just never allowed to sell it or
No.
do anything with it.
Yeah, there's a deeper meaning.
Yeah, so it's
Do it.
very protective
Yeah.
and very healing to have. So I always keep it in my room where I practice most
It's a
of my
shield,
stuff.
right?
Yeah. And then that is my powwow bag, so I'll wear that when I go to my powwows.
Yeah.
So
The feathers and the.
yeah, and then
That's
the
really
turtle
cool.
bag there.
Okay.
I have a couple turtle
Oh my
bags.
gosh, that's cool. So what's the meaning of a turtle? The protection, but
And they guard the earth. So the native people believe that everything is balanced, like that we carry our home, that we care for our home, like the turtle cares for its shell. And if you actually take a look, I'm gonna put my mask on and come closer just so I can show you.
yeah.
But it represents a very strong sacred feminine energy because these represent each moon. So there's 1, 2,
Oh
3,
my
4, 5,
God.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Okay.
11, 12, 13 moons in a year.
Oh my god.
And then all of these sections here
Yeah.
are the days of the month.
Oh wow.
So all the turtle shells you ever find will have
always have the same
Yeah,
number
so-
of
grandmother power, moon power, that sort of thing. Yeah.
That's really interesting.
And certain, you get certain, in the native world, you get gifted certain things
Yeah.
for certain medicines. And I have a big buffalo that used to be in here. And
A buffalo head?
yeah.
I'm glad you don't have it anymore.
No, I still have it. I
There's
still
no-
have it.
But I mean, in this section,
Yeah, it's usually in the teepee.
I
And,
can't, whenever I see the head of an animal on the wall,
oh.
to me it's as if there's someone hanging on the wall. I see the animal like us. So to me, that's what it does. I know
No, of course.
I just panic.
It's
when I
not
see those.
hairy. It's not a hairy
No.
one. It's the skull.
Oh, it's just oh, okay. I can handle that. Bring it on.
My tribe is the Evanflo of Manitoba, and they raise
Ah.
buffalo.
Okay.
So the buffalo is very sacred,
Yeah.
and when you're given a buffalo skull, you're meant to. It has a spirit.
Yeah.
And you're meant to paint it. You've seen painted buffalo skulls.
Okay.
That is the story that the buffalo tells you. So you can't just kind of go and buy a buffalo. It's
No.
a sacred medicine that's given. And buffaloes, that's why we'll do like buffalo drums, because it calls the
Yeah.
spirit of the buffalo. And the buffalo represents the north.
Okay.
So all the tangible things, our health, our wealth, that sort of thing. So,
Interesting.
yeah. And then we have the bear clan, and that's my bear bag.
That's what I noticed when I walked in.
Love walk.
I love
And
it.
so that's my medicine bag.
Oh,
It actually has a bear claw on it.
it does. I didn't notice it. Okay, I'll have to check when I leave.
The first time I opened it, it like scratched my face.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But bear medicine from the bear clan.
Yeah.
So yeah, they all have different. My grandpa was a medicine man.
Oh yeah. That's why.
My great grandfather.
Yeah.
That's the claw there.
I can't see
Okay.
it, but I'll take a look when I go back out.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. There's a
Yeah.
lot, but I feel weak. No.
Now, can I hunt or I can't even fish? If I go fishing and something hits my hook, I'm like squeamish, but it's kind of different when it's spiritual.
Yeah. So are
There's
you
more rivals.
are you from St. Martin's?
No, I've been in New Brunswick for 15 years.
Okay, so you came from Manitoba?
I actually came from BC.
From BC.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we came out one summer about 15 years ago, never went home.
Okay.
And after we bought this, we actually started doing research on the house in the area. And there's these two big houses. The property beside it was actually my family's property. They were given to them when they came here. So it's kind of neat to see that I am actually connected ancestral-wise right there,
Yeah,
across the street.
good, come on in, get warm.
Or
Oh, we're just wearing masks until
At
everybody
first,
gets
just know
seated.
you're good.
Yeah.
Have a seat.
Hi.
Hi, it's good to see you.
See you too.
I have a bag of goodies. So we have, that's it, right? You three?
yes.
Perfect.
so. Yeah.
So grab a seat and we'll shift around and get some room. Last year we were in the teepee. I see some of you are prepared for that.
Yeah, that's what I said, I just put snow pants on.
Oh my gosh.
Just in case.
Well, it might get warm in here, so if you need to strip down.
Yep.
The washroom is straight ahead too.
So where's the TV? It's not there.
No, we didn't put it up this
Oh, okay,
year.
okay.
I was gonna ask if you had just taken it down for the year, or if you had to replace it, or, yeah.
I think next year we'll put it up, but just with the whole.
Yeah.
And we Airbnb'd it last summer too, so we had people staying in the teepee. And there's a big deck out there it sits on. And last year our magic mirror night was
That was amazing.
yeah.
in the teepee.
It was
So
in the
now we're
teepee.
crammed in here. Smaller group, which I think is more intimate. And
Well, my
welcome.
My friend took the course. Remember, we're in the TV. She said,
Oh, yeah.
bring some warm.
Yeah, it
clothes
gets,
in
it
case
gets
you're in
cold
the
around
TV."
this
I thought, I
time.
hope not.
Hence the reason I put snow pants on.
And she's like, bring blankets, lawn dryers,
Yeah.
hot pods.
Yeah.
I was like, I literally have
It's better
tights
to be
on, I'm
prepared,
putting these
though.
ski pants on right now.
Well,
I don't know why I was
You're
I
thinking
think
the
we
bus.
might have one more, but we're supposed to.
There was, I don't know how far they're coming from, but trunk or treat at Mitsubishi on Loch Road was tonight. And
Oh.
traffic,
I thought that was tomorrow night. I was planning to go.
it
Oh,
was
really?
right back up to like where they
Oh,
have
that's
the mimosas and
Wow.
that little restaurant,
That's
and
awesome.
all the way down to the Irving on Loch Lomond Road.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was crazy.
We'll wait a few more minutes
So what's
and
going
then we'll
on
get
in St.
started.
John's?
You can.
What's going on in St. John?
Trunk or treat at the Mitsubishi dealer.
Mhm.
It's like a Halloween trick or treat
Yeah,
for the
for
kids. They
kids.
go car to car.
Yeah.
my gosh,
They
that's
set up
nice.
cars with candy in the trunks and
Oh, that's
Oh,
perfect.
that way they're in a parking area that's, they're out of traffic
Yeah,
and,
okay.
yeah, much
Cool.
safer.
So we'll wait a few minutes. If not, we'll close this chair up and move. Get some air action. Probably do that a little bit now if you want. I will tell you it's probably gonna get warm in here because we're doing
The energy.
spirit work.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna turn this down. Okay. And I'm going to record the audio. There's not gonna be any video, because I don't like to show video on this type of stuff. All of a sudden everyone sees something scary. I'm just kidding. So I'm just gonna pause this and then, oh, you can't minimize. That kinda sucks. How would I keep this from being so bright? I might have to cover it. Maybe I'll cover it with my shawl. So we'll wait before we get started. So we're gonna be using that cauldron quite a bit tonight. And you can see your magic mirrors ahead of you. Did you bring your ones from last year?
I did.
So they're a little larger, okay?
I was like, I'm curious to see.
So you'll
what
get to see
happens.
what works better. You'll
Yeah.
have to try them both.
Yeah.
And before we begin, we will be casting a circle and then doing the ritual so that we can create our magic mirrors. So just relax for a few more minutes. And we'll see.
I'm one of the girls who's coming back for the moon course, the full moon or the moon.
Oh, in
Ritual?
November.
With Claire.
Good,
With
yes.
Claire, yeah.
Right on.
I'm one of them.
Good. Awesome.
Yeah.
So we'll just relax for a few minutes. That's so bright to me.
mm-hmm. Well,
And we'll have to dim this light out too, Brad. It'll be too bright.
mhm.
I wonder if there's a way you can turn just the screen off, but leave stuff in the, like not turn the computer off? Is that an iMac or
No.
is it an all-in-one?
Yeah.
Right?
Should be able to dim the screen.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
get,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dim the screen.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
genius.
Yeah.
I am not technical at all. So where is the display? Background
no.
screen.
No, it should be in the keyboard. The right.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
On the
yeah.
keyboard.
Under the keyboard.
Oh, like an actual
At
button
the
on your
top of
keyboard.
the
Yeah,
numbers
up here,
keys.
you
Yeah.
might be able to do a function, yeah.
Yeah,
And
should be
brightness, so
there.
if you go function.
Yep.
Wow,
Yeah.
you guys are geniuses.
I don't know if that's. but, yeah.
I'm so horrible. I just got my cell phone this month, so I'm like, no TV, no nothing. That definitely helps. Okay. Now I did hear some talking, so I'm just gonna wait a second and then we'll begin. So while we're waiting, I don't wanna start the circle until we know. But until then, let's pull a card and get connected to the spirits here. I'd like to see what kind of spirits you bring to the table. So, and then we'll smudge after. Oh, this mess, oh, this mess. I mean, we'll get started with this. You can turn that light off outside. I feel like everyone's here. I don't feel like someone else is coming. So we'll just boot the chair outside. Just kidding.
I'm not sure, do you want me to turn this light down too?
Yes.
And we are first, so we are eight, so it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah.
Okay, you can shift over if you want.
Yeah.
Brett.
Yeah, we
For
have.
us.
Yeah.
Because here
This thing.
Oh, you work together.
Carrie, behind you there's a wall switch. Do you mind just pushing that off?
Oh,
And then, Brett, you can just put that chair over there just in case someone does show up. But lock the door. We don't want anything coming in while we're doing this. Okay. And yeah, shift over and maybe bring that cauldron a little closer. Awesome. Look at that. This is awesome. Okay. So let's just see what spirits are here and then we're going to begin. They're not all real candles. I'm only gonna have one real candle going. These are my emergency ones.
That's why, well, when at first I went to the Fortis, I felt like heat, and I thought, oh, it must be a candle, but it wasn't a real candle. It was just.
Our power goes out a lot here. We get heavy winds off the water.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get everyone to say, Brett, I'm not starting with you. I'll start with you last. I'm gonna get you to say your name 3 times, and then I'm gonna grab a card for you and see what spirit's around you. So when we do this, we are going to learn how to see each other's past lives, our own past lives, and then we're going to try to connect with some spirits that are around us as well through the mirror. So I want to see what you brought with you and see who's helping you. So just say your name 3 times.
Melissa, Melissa, Melissa.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh, you have 2 spirits and they're a couple. And it shows me that they're both doing something to you. They're bringing balance to you. They're keeping you well grounded, but they are bringing you ideas. And it shows me that they know what you want help with, and for you to just kind of stay in the flow and know that what you're asking for is being received. There is a healing too, a healing energy going through your whole channel as well. But yeah, it's a good spirit. Couple. Okay. Now say your name 3 times.
Crispin, Crispin, Crispin.
Is this your first time here? Okay. Ooh, you have a cloaked person around you. So this is the spirit that's around you, and it lets me know that an ancestor has come forward, and they are trying to guide you into your future. They're letting me know that they have you have positive energy. There's a lot of knowledge coming through. You are being released from past stuff, and it shows me that they're keeping you balanced. So when the sword and the hand is together, they're trying to get you to trust more. That's a message of trusting what's happening in your life and what you want. So good things coming around. You do have the ability to hear things. So it does let me know you kind of got to listen to sounds or try to listen to sounds outside from in the house, and you might hear something, the guiding spirits around you. The cloaked figure is a female. So there's a female around you.
Okay.
Okay, I know your name, but you still have to say it 3 times.
Karina, Karina, Karina.
Okay, let's see. Ooh, look at this. It's really bright blue head.
Oh, I love it.
So this lets me know that the guidance around you is moving you forward, but they're trying to get you to see something.
Yes.
So I know that there's a change in perception and a change of vision happening to you.
Yes.
And because of this, it's really important for you to pay attention to the alignment that's happening. You're being aligned, your path is being shifted.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of blue healing energy everywhere. So a lot of healing that also has to do with your third eye. I think tonight will actually help you too a little bit with your third eye.
Awesome. It's also related with ET by the shape, I mean, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel like that spirit that came forward was male,
Okay.
but I know that there's a female spirit that's working with you quite a bit. Okay. Oh, sorry. Good thing you didn't say your name, because that one is a nightmare. Okay. Say your name 3. That was probably mine. If I get that card on my turn, I'm leaving. Say your name 3 times.
Carrie, Carrie, Carrie.
Okay. Oh, wow. This is really cool. It's hard to see, but this lets me know there's a higher spirit around you, a higher realm spirit, and that spirit is actually trying to give you healing power. So you might be drawn to learning about different things that will activate your healing. Pay attention to your hands because they will be warmer when they want to do some work. This also lets me know that you're connected to 3 different realms right now, so you're expanding. Yeah, a lot of heart stuff in play. Okay. I'll get you to say your name.
Linda, Linda, Linda.
Same card as hers. So this lets me know male, female spirit is around you and that you are a channel right now for them. This lets me know that you are well grounded, but they are working on something. And when there is 4 hands in play, that means actually 4 things have changed. So that takes note on that as well. Also heart healing.
Okay.
So your whole meridian, your heart chakra is a portal of power right now, and it will also give you ideas. So that's really cool. Male and female, they're a couple. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lucy, Lucy, Lucy.
Okay. Ooh, female spirit is around you. And this lets me know that you are actually meant to channel her energy. And you actually do without knowing it. But she is connected to you. I feel like she is a family member. And she also shows me that she's connected to native. So there is something with native around you. It also lets me know that you're meant to speak things. So your manifesting power comes through your voice and speaking out your ideas. The woman around you is trying to bring you a sense of freedom in your future. So it lets me know she's bringing calming power around you. You are meant to look up, and the birds are symbols for you right now. They're all signs.
Well, there was a blue jay that flew
Joy.
in front of my car the other day.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome. One thing I really want to see this year is a cardinal. I haven't
I
seen
saw
one
one.
yet.
I just
And
saw
people
one.
are like posting pictures, and I'm like, I've never seen one.
Right.
Side by side. And it flew right out the trail in front of us, and I was like, "Is that a?" My sister went, "Cardinal."
And it was a red one, a real
A
bright
red one. I
red,
saw
bright
one too.
red male, and it
Oh.
flew out the trail in front of us on the side by side for probably 25, 30 seconds.
That's
it just flew straight out.
amazing.
And then, of course, the trees are all gold, so it was red and gold. It was really
Wow.
cool.
I never saw blue jays until last year. My father came to visit here for the first time. And when he came, he told me his spirit animal is a blue jay. And then they always follow him, and he's got one at home and showed me the pictures. Well, the very next day, blue jays start coming around. Now I see them all the time. And I've been here 5 years in this house.
Yeah,
So it's pretty neat when they do start coming around. Okay, let's
Yeah,
see what I
he
get.
was- He was here when we did the.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah, you
I
guys got to
remember.
meet my
Yeah,
dad.
yeah, I
Actually, he was
chatting
my
in
partner.
the kitchen, yeah.
That's
He
awesome.
was my.
Oh, I got the same
The
one
same
too.
one.
Ah,
A male and female. That's so cool because my aunt and uncle just passed away like a month ago. And they were brother and sister in the same hospital for 2 different reasons, and they both passed on the same day without knowing. It was really dramatic for our
Mm.
family.
yeah.
They both had the eternal fires and drumming circles, and they do their funerals a certain way, the tribes. So they did that. I didn't get to go because of COVID, so it was pretty tough. So that's cool. 3 of us got the same. And 2 faces too, that shows the past lives, right? Oh, sorry. Might as well just pick your card.
We're in the same bubble.
You're on your own.
It's like I don't want him to say his name 3 times. You know how Beetlejuice is. He's worse. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Oh,
Ooh.
change. Wow, you might see something. Transformation. Change and
Wow.
transformation.
Cool.
So your spirit, the spirit you're meant to see is someone that's guiding you with that balance. Balance and an opening. Opening and a release.
nice.
Yeah. Okay, are we ready? Let's get started. Okay. I'm gonna push record. There we go. Okay, so we'll see. Hopefully that's not too bright. Now I can see all your faces. Can you see mine? Okay, let's get started. So first, we're going to smudge. And what I'm going to do is light this up and put it in the cauldron. And I need you to smudge your magic mirrors. So you all have a frame in front of you or on you. And Brett, I think you have the lighter. Do you have one? And I need you to move those candles behind you right over there and light them up as well. Just so your hair doesn't need to go over there in front of the door. Now if any candles go out in front of the door, spirit's trying to come in. Perfect. So one of the reasons why I like to smudge before is not just to cleanse us. We don't want to have any stressed energy. We don't want any negativity.
No.
So when we smudge, it puts us into a place where we're neutral and we become balanced. And many people use smudge to cleanse places from spirit. I use it at times to also invoke spirit. So sometimes you've heard of people smudging a house, but it didn't work. maybe it got worse.
They brought the
They're
in.
probably invokers.
Yeah.
So we all have an energy of power, and you'll learn that tonight. And sometimes there are people who are natural invokers. That means that they don't even know it, but they invoke energies and spirits. And then there's people that are releasers and banishers, and they naturally break negative energies. And so kind of take note on your life too after you leave tonight. Are you an evoking power? Do you invoke energies that you need? Or is it easier for you to banish and get rid of the things that you don't want and that you're dealing with? Okay? And some of us will change with the phases. The more in tune we are to the moon, the more we can tap into that power, because the moon will give us power of receiving and releasing through the month. Okay? So I'm going to put this there, and I'm going to add a little bit of this blend. And we're going to put some of this blend in our mirror as well. But I have some mugwort in here, and that's going to open up our psychic eyes. And mugwort is an awesome herb. You can even smoke it if you want, but it helps open up. So now, usually I pass it around, but because of COVID, I want you to just kind of take your mirror and use it like it's a feather wand. Okay? And then when you're finished and you smell the herb, get your mirror. And just go like that. Okay? So, we'll go in a circle this way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And while you do that, I'm going to cast the circle of protection around us. And I like to cast a circle because this type of work, we are going to be working with spirit. We want to trust the energy. We don't want anything creepy coming in that's going to like make us jump back, because this can sometimes be scary enough. In this place, the circles round, we consecrate the sacred ground. With golden light, the space surround, all power here contained and bound. From the north, the things that manifest. From the east, the things of mind. From south, the things that motivate. And water, the souls refined. And yet no place or time there be between the worlds, our words and we. Ancient ones come and see, our space is sealed, so mote it be.
So mote it be.
Okay. Perfect. We'll see how smoky it gets.
That voice outside, is it gonna shut
I
up?
hope so.
And turn them off.
Yeah, that'd be good. There's a switch you can turn off. I don't know if they're motion activated or what. Awesome. And I always like to pay attention to the way the smoke is burning in the
Excuse
cauldron.
Seems like somebody's fighting outside.
They're like two little gremlin looking
Yeah.
things that keep talking to each other.
Yeah.
One's a boy, one's a girl, and they just don't shut up.
Well, I hear them in his ears, like, okay.
I thought you had neighbors like mine, that's all.
No, it's pretty quiet here. Most of them are American. Don't come. Okay, I'm gonna get you to take that out. We've all smudged, and maybe just move it over there, and it will stop. Okay, so now that we've smudged, the other thing we have to do is charge our mirrors. So you still have your mirrors, right? So this is graveyard dirt. So it's not just anybody's, okay? Never go to a graveyard and don't just get some stranger's graveyard dirt. This is actually a family member's graveyard dirt, and I like to use it to activate the mirrors. Now once we do this activation, you don't have to do this every time, okay? You will be able to recharge your mirrors with the power of the moon. You can use holy water, blessed water,
Crystals?
whatever,
Can you
right?
use
Crystal's perfect on it as well.
Selenite or?
Selenite is beautiful, yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay.
So just take some and then just sprinkle it onto your mirror like that. And I'll get, we could probably, Brett,
Set it down.
Set
I'll
it
just put
down.
the lid.
yeah, put the lid on upside down and then everyone can grab their own. Perfect. And see how I just put it on there?
Mhm.
We're just gonna make a little bit of a mess with it. So what we want to do is an element. Every element is going into the mirror. And if you don't have graveyard dirt, you can use dirt from your favorite tree if you have one in your yard. You put 4 stones on it. Amethyst works really good on the mirror because it is the same vibration as the color of
Can
it.
I put it back? Just because there's a.
If we'll just keep it on there,
Yeah.
we're gonna dump our mirrors off in the
Okay.
cauldron afterwards. Okay, so next we have air. So we did do the wafting, so let's do that. We have fire, so we're gonna do fire next. This is normally double the size. Okay. So we'll put that, you can hand me the graveyard dirt, and we'll put that there. So what we want to do now is pass it through the flame. So what I like to do is I will hold it like this, because you don't want to tip everything off, but if it does go off a little bit, and see in my mirror, I can see the candle flame. See that? So just make sure you show it, see the candle flame. Yeah.
Okay.
And you can have your mirrors displayed on your dresser. If you have an altar, a lot of people keep their mirrors on the altar. Some people keep them in a drawer or closet. Some people wrap them up.
Do you recommend that you keep them like that by themselves?
Hmm.
Or is it okay if you have other things? Like I keep mine on a shelf, but my crystals are also
That's
on a shelf.
awesome.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, you kind of want to display it fancy. And if you have spirits that you work with, say your family members that maybe you call for guidance or help, you can have their photos by it as well. And they will use this as a portal of power. Okay? So even with the candles, we're charging our candles, but the spirits in here will use that energy so that they can become stronger for us.
Georgina, if we don't use them for a while, do we need to?
If you
smash
find
them?
that they should be good, but if you
Okay.
find that they become difficult, like it's hard for you to get something,
Mhm.
then I would smudge or I would let it sit in the window for the moon to hit it or outside. Okay, water. This is my favorite. Okay. I don't know if this will sit on that lid. I don't really want it to fall. So I have a little bit of a broom. And I'll just dip this broom and show you. Can you? Thanks. And I'm going to sweep across 3 times. Back and forth. 1, 2, 3. Okay? And Brett. And then just leave the broom in there. For that.
This
Is
is
that your drink?
that-
You don't want to drink that after it's been on my
That's
graveyard dirt.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay. Nice. So I'm gonna get, once they're finished, I'm gonna get you to move that,
Mm-hmm.
and then I need to light our herbs, and we're ready to go. Whoops. Oh. It's sliding on me. I need a lighter from you. Perfect. So now, this is starting to go. We need that candle back there, Brett. I'm
Okay.
telling him what to do.
That's good.
Thank you.
Of course.
And I'm gonna add some herbs to this. Now I want you to focus on the candle. And whenever you do this, you wanna wait until that candle flame is still. It's pretty still right now, okay? Okay. I'm gonna put that there. And I'm using this as an offering to the spirit. So look at your the candle flame and kind of take note on how it looks to you. And you want to be able to see an aura around the flame. And as you're looking for the aura, just know that your psychic sight is going to kick in. And once you see the aura, try to see like even little movements or colors. I'm gonna drum for a couple minutes just to call the spirit. Where's my drum meter? So hard to see.
Still on that side.
I am very blind right now. I still don't see it. Oh, okay. It's down there. Not sure. I'm just gonna drum. And as you're watching, just relax and listen to the drum. Awesome. I think the energy is good. Are you ready? So you're holding the mirror. We're not going to use the mirror yet, but I want you to just be comfortable looking at them. And we're going to look across the room. Excuse me. Brett, I'm going to get you to turn those candles off over there. So can you snuff them out now? I need it darker. So let's do, it's best to look at strangers first before friends and family. So we're just going to look across from each other. And I want us to focus on seeing the person's past life you're looking at. Okay? And I might have to turn this down. Oh no. That was unexpected.
Yes.
It usually happens afterwards. I'm sorry about that. I really wish this would get lower. Let me just see if I can minimize it. Oh. It won't let me minimize this.
If you have something to cover it. Like,
Yeah, let's do that.
what is
I'm gonna
that
use,
like?
I'll use my shawl. Here.
This one?
Yeah,
like
that's
blue,
what
but
you
that
need.
is black.
Oh, I'm gonna use this one.
Yeah.
I'm warm anyway. Making magic happen.
I have the same shirt.
Do you? Yes. I love this one. Mine shrunk though, or I don't know.
Yeah, my sleeves get really short on mine.
Yeah,
They
like
don't stay
this.
rolled up
Hey, I had to
anymore.
wear two
Yeah.
shirts otherwise. Okay, yes, that's better. Okay, so you can still see.
Yeah.
But not too much, right?
Mhm.
So you kind of have to look. So look at the faces, pick someone, and what I want you to do is focus on their third eye right up here. Don't look at the eyes. And I want you to look at the person that you choose, and especially go right across. And as you're looking at the person right across from you, I want you to focus on the atmosphere in between each other. And you'll see the smoke. And as you're looking at the smoke, you might see a little bit of that white noise stuff, like the TV screen. Can you see that? If you can see that, say yes. Okay. So focus on that air and go to the third eye. Now, that air that we see is spirit energy. When we raise spirit or go to places, we look for that because it'll grow. So now that you're looking at the third eye, watch the third eye. You can blink. You don't have to stare. And wait for their face to just kind of go fuzzy. And when you see their face go fuzzy, tell me, say yes.
Yes.
Everybody seen it?
Mhm.
I got goosebumps. Now keep watching. We're going to take it further. Watch until you see they go fuzzy. They may go dark, or they may go light, or they may disappear. And then a face will come in. And when you see a face come in, say yes. Did you see a male or a female? Now we're going to keep watching and see if the face changes or goes away. And you might get like flash, flash, flash.
Okay, that's what I'm getting. It's
Yeah?
like it's trying to go back and forth between two different faces.
Okay.
Keep getting like, yeah, definitely two different faces.
So you could see two different faces coming through.
Yeah.
And are they male or female?
Male, one's male with facial hair, and the other is male. Yeah, male with no facial hair.
Wow, goosebumps. That's awesome. Okay, so that would have been some of her past lives you're seeing. Okay, what do you see? What were you able to see?
I saw it was a man, but on this side it was almost like there were scars or there was something
Okay,
like roughage on the skin.
so something happened. So, wow. Now, if we ever see something we don't like, we can always say change. But you would have seen something that was traumatic to her. So that was a male past life then. What did you see?
With big hair. And I saw a male and a child.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, lots of men coming through, hey?
Yeah.
Might have to use a different drum. Just kidding. That's awesome. So you were able to see her face change.
Yes.
What about you?
I think I'm seeing female.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And it was on Brett?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. And you saw it go gray, like the blackout, and then a new face came.
Yes.
Okay, that's awesome. And what did you see?
Didn't see anything, sorry.
No face yet?
No, I did see like it kind of flashed,
Okay.
but then it went away, so I couldn't.
Okay, that's okay, because that will
Like I
happen with
saw
your
like a-
magic mirror.
It's like a bright light, like her, like this shape,
Mm-hmm.
but it flashed like yellow or whatever, and then it went away. So I didn't see a face. I didn't see.
Okay, that makes sense, because if you only see light,
Yeah,
or sometimes you only see a silhouette and nothing,
yeah.
that means that was them in spirit. Because some lives we don't come back, right? Some people are older souls, and sometimes if we don't come back
Okay.
into life, we're guiding people. So seeing that light with a little bit of orange probably means that she
Yeah,
spent
it was
that
like
time.
just a lining
Wow.
around it. It was like yellow, like
Okay.
a bright yellow. So
So air element, that would represent a spirit that has the ability to see the future. So sometimes we have ancestors and spirits connected to every element. And when we see yellow, that represents the future. It represents the east. And our ancestors of the east are already ahead of us. They know where we're going to be in 3 months, 3 years, 10 years. And that's why sometimes when we reach certain points in life, it just feels like a celebration, and then we get into that flow. We have spirit guides waiting for us to get to them, as well as the ones that are walking with us. So that's pretty cool. That would have meant that you were a spirit guide in that life. What did you see?
I don't know, cat.
Okay.
Keeps popping up, like the face of a cat.
Okay, I
Coming
love
in
that.
and out. That's what I That's what I got.
So, and that was off of her?
Yeah.
Okay, so you might want to look into Star Child.
Yep.
Because if very old souls, we can see the beginning, and they are usually half animal, half human.
Okay.
And with her being a cat, that means that she would have connection to, I'm trying to think of what that planet is. The feline planet.
Yeah.
I know it's
heard
all
this
connected
alternate
to-
planet before from
Yeah,
somebody.
Venus. I know Venus is connected to it. You know what? I know I can't get it on the tip of my tongue, but maybe I'll send you a link or something with some info. But seeing half animal, half spirit is the real deal.
Because I thought, okay, do I say it or
Huh?
not?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I can't remember what the name
It's not the
was, she said.
Palladians. Duh, there's a whole
It's like a
cult. I can't even think of it.
Simpsons-
But they're all feline. And see, many people believe that most cats, are actually aliens that have come into our realm, our world.
Makes sense, right?
And that's why there's a whole theory and even a cult around that.
Oh.
Okay, so let's pick a different, you?
I saw a couple different things. One is you had a flower or like a bun type of on one side, and then like a flower in it. It was quite neatly done. And then there was another where your hair was different, and then there was one where you had big earrings on, and they were kind of like that, fashion jewelry that's, I don't know, it's quite rounded, and then it's got all diamonds in it, type of thing. But they were quite sizey, and they have this round globe to it. And then I saw you one where you had something else in your hair. I wasn't sure what it was, but there was 3 or 4 different hair accessories that I saw flick through in different ones. And then I had one flash of it would have been like a wise man, and he had it was kind of an Asian descent or something, or Eastern, and he had a long beard, long, just straight beard right off of here, and he just popped right through and was just looking at me, and so that was really cool. Yeah.
Wow. Karina, when I used you
Yeah.
to look at, and I saw 3 females, and then I did see a male. But the 3 females that I saw, I feel like they were all connected, and it was really neat because you looked similar in both of them, or in all 3, except for I saw like really light hair around you. You had long curly hair for the first one, and then the second one was a little bit older, so her hair wasn't as curly, but it was longer. And then I saw a younger one, so I feel like they were all connected, and it was almost to me almost like Maiden Mother Crone, but I feel like it was a specific culture.
It's not red hair, curly, or just light?
It was like maybe a light or a dark blonde
Oh, okay.
is what I saw,
Yeah.
which is different because.
Yeah.
Did you ever get your DNA done?
No.
Ooh, I'd be interested to
Yeah,
see what
when I
comes up.
had myself, I did past regressions, and I saw curly, as you said, funny.
Oh, I got
But
goosebumps.
yeah, but most like kind of reddish.
Reddish,
Yeah,
and that could be too
could be brown.
the same type, the same person.
Yeah, I saw that.
Wow.
So nice.
Because I definitely felt it was European,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it
I
was
felt that too.
it wasn't a modern or Victorian.
Yep.
Just because of the way it was quite natural, and there wasn't anything in it. It was just like kind of
Yeah,
split in the
just
middle
natural. Yeah.
and natural.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The male that I saw though was darker, and I feel like it maybe wasn't a past life, because when we do this, say someone says to you, I feel like there's a spirit in my house, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go check it out. You could look at the person that feels like there's a spirit, and you could ask the spirit to step in between and see them. And when I started doing spirit work, I started doing it by allowing the spirit to jump in, and then my face would transform and people would be able to see that. And it got to the point where it was just a little too much. And people, some of my mentors were like, you don't have to do that. And I started to feel really bad. Sometimes I would just get like gagging after. So it got too much, and I learned that the spirit can project. So when we're looking at past lives, they're using our auric energy. And we have 12 light bodies. So we're more spirit than human. So the energy of the spirit will come in and project itself either in this mist or the room, or they'll use the aura and project themselves. So when I'm looking at her past life, the astral realm of who she is coming forward, and that's what we're able to see. So you can also see spirit that way. And once you learn how, we're going to do another face, and once it becomes easy, what we're doing to each other, you can do during the daytime. You can do it sitting in a restaurant. When I first started doing this, I was sitting in a restaurant and my family's there, family dinner, and I'm like checking out everything in the restaurant, and it's like I'm not even at the dinner table with my family, but I couldn't help it, right?
Yeah.
And the really cool thing about it too is, like, some of you are family and friends here, or soulmates. When you have a past life connection, and it was one that you were both in together, like that soulmate connection, oh, the moon's coming through. That means sometimes we'll pull together at the same time when you connect to the same past life. And it's almost like Karina and I will meet in the middle of the room, and then boom, you'll just jerk back at the same time. And the first time Brett and I did that, we were like in our apartment, we're 20 or whatever, I was 21. He was sitting across the room, and I'm like, let's try to see each other's past life. Well, all of a sudden it happened. And we kicked back at the same time, like, whoa. And I was sitting on a couch, big, heavy, couch from the 80s, and it flipped me right back. That's how much it was like a boom. And we're like, holy shit, right? We're totally shocked. So it's really fun when that happens. So now I want you to do, people that you know each other. So we'll turn, kind of like pick someone new, and let's do that. Carrie, I'm gonna choose you.
Okay.
So me and you will go together.
I don't know anybody.
Yeah, no problem. And then Karina, Brad, you guys, and then we'll just kind of switch it up, okay? And you can you see with your glasses off?
Not really. Everything gets
Blurry?
unless it's like this close to my face.
Okay, no problem. I'm nearsighted. When I was younger, I used to think I had to sleep with my glasses on because I wanted to see the spirit. And then I realized it doesn't matter if you have your glasses on or not, spirit always looks the same. So I always take them off, even though you're all total blur. I know when spirit comes, it'll just be like boom. So that's kind of an interesting fact. So say yes after you get to that blur.
Keep trying to chase it.
I just got you your wedding dress. And your hair was up here. Did you see?
I'm getting one. It's just the same face.
What is it?
It's just a young girl.
Okay, that's good. Sometimes you know I'm a little worried about what people see.
Oh, yeah?
Wow.
So female, like 3 or 4 males.
Yeah.
Mid-teens. Yeah,
Wow,
and very
that's
neat
cool.
hairs, like changing.
Your
the
aura,
shape.
like I can see the white line all the way
But,
around you.
yeah, so
You see mine.
4 males, a female.
A little.
Yeah.
Glow?
Yeah.
Yours is
Awesome.
really strong.
Yeah. Mostly, I think you were male. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I saw a number of females.
Uh-huh.
One maybe male, wasn't completely sure, but it was
You
all
just came
female,
up
and they
as
had
a
one
male.
where your hair
Do you have a brother?
was same color, and
Okay.
it
Really?
was black. It was
Wow.
very similar, but it was straight back.
Okay.
And the ponytail was straight there
Okay.
and going straight. It was very distinct.
Oh.
And yeah, that was a really neat one. And then
That's cool.
I
eh?
saw a
So
couple
no
different
hairs
ones
down.
Yeah.
your eyes
Yeah, the
changed a
wedding
little
one
bit.
came
They were
back
pretty
nice.
similar,
Yeah.
but there was one where they were just the same,
It was
even
almost
like
like-
larger.
I have to say,
And
romance.
that was really,
Oh,
it was cute. I don't know
Just the
where,
way
where
it's
Definitely.
it
up
would
here,
be
the
from, but
dress,
it
the
seemed
way it is,
to,
like
Anyway.
maybe it's
it seemed to
European.
be, I felt like it was a different area. I wasn't really sure, but that one I saw come through.
Getting the same
And,
young girl, and then have an older girl with long
Then I saw
hair.
a couple shifting in between, but I didn't
But
quite
it's
grab exactly
long,
what
but
it
it's
was. So we'll do some
It's
more.
a messy bunch.
What I saw with you
Oh, yeah?
is one male with like long beard.
Pretty cool, hey? How the face will change. And what's cool is the eyes don't normally change too much. It's always the rest of the face but the eyes. And you can even get to the point, if this is easy for
Okay.
you,
Yeah.
or the rest of the room will change around.
To me,
Oh.
It's pretty cool.
that time, like very,
And it's
very
really
neat.
fun to do this to your children.
Yeah,
Kids around.
Awesome.
Because they're so open.
I
Even when you
feel
look
like
at a
you
little
were
baby, you
wearing
can
like
like
long
watch for a few minutes and their past lives
Oh,
will
that's
come up.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Work in a
That
doctor's
is like
office
an
on
ancient
Fridays.
days.
Yes,
Baby.
very, very old. But I feel that at the time you could work with your powers
Yeah.
because that was very clear.
Wow.
That was one of the places that
He was a baby, but
the
he was an
most.
old man.
That's so cool. It gave me
Awesome.
Yeah.
goosebumps.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that was one of your
Most
So do you get
probably.
quite
Yeah.
easy,
Most
like
your-
the black and then it
The
comes
old
in?
woman
your
is
powers
all
or your
right.
gifts.
A little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
It was easier
Right.
before when
You
Yeah.
it was a bit quieter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
but
she's
yeah, I
got
don't
Yeah,
know.
really
like that.
long.
That
Okay,
came very
awesome.
strong, like very
They're getting the
clear,
same
so
two
I
people for you though. There's
That's
the young
cool.
girl and then
Yeah.
She's got
older
Nice.
with red hair.
That's
long
awesome.
gray hair and
Right on.
pinched. She might even be blonde.
Try it. And you got Brett?
Oh, I just saw another
Looks
one
like
there.
she's got her
Your hair is
As a
up.
woman?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And,
closed because of the wound.
and again, very similar, but it was just
And look at the
there
candle
was
flame now.
a lightness,
Do
like
you
a
notice
real
the change in
glow,
the aura?
and your hair was
I
done
can see
up,
the aura.
up
Yeah.
top,
Long and gray.
There's
no
no
smoke. and it had like
I
2 levels.
can't
It was
see.
here, and then there was another area
Are you
back
having
here,
trouble with her
Yeah.
and
as well?
that was really nice.
Okay, it could be like the light, but let's try me and you. Okay?
Yeah.
So just
Yeah.
focus
And
right
she's got
here on
long
me.
hair, really thick.
And do you feel like, are you getting to the point where it's blank?
Well, I just had another one. It was curly hair,
Yes,
and
and
it
it
was
seems like
an
it gets
older
any
age.
further after.
Okay, so
And
you're
yeah,
conscious
curly hair. I was like, what?
You,
And I just
you're
remembered you had all this
sliding
like
the-
curly hair.
I saw you as like a very dark
I'm trying too much detail though, I keep chasing
but
it.
not dark complexion, like
I got a
dark
female
hair.
option.
Yeah.
And like military,
And I got a
or
second
like very
older
well,
female.
you know,
Try to
like
see you as they
yeah,
were.
I feel like
We're
the
on the
older
Navy
female that
or
came
they
through is
were
actually
my eyes
a
water.
connected
Something
family
like that,
member that
like
you are down your family line.
yeah,
Yeah,
very
something
well
like
done
that.
hair, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yes,
Why the eyes
yeah.
are
So I
watery,
felt
she's
that you
crying.
were, or maybe on a war.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you just went
Yeah.
totally spirit.
That's why the eyes are watery. It's on her face down here, it's not just her eyes. She's crying.
What if, so did you get any face change?
Yeah, on that side.
Okay, well see, okay, that's good.
I
Yeah,
got your
just got
eye.
another one.
Your eye goes up.
Yeah, long hair, you had a lower ponytail, you're wearing it was
So
like
one
a
side is
silverish
easier.
type
Yeah.
of band around
Yeah.
it.
Okay, so that
And it
is
was just
the side,
below your
so
neck.
that's my left side.
And
Yeah.
Almost looks like
How
one eye
strange,
is
so left side is
damaged or something,
receiving,
that it's squinted, but her other
I felt
eye
like
squints.
but you gotta change.
it was very
Yeah.
natural. It was almost like I was
Awesome.
thinking, I was
High
feeling like
cheeks, but
So
really
funny.
Faye
I
and
still
Fairy and
see
a couple
it.
flashes
Really?
like that,
one
like a,
link.
But
really of the
I don't
land
think
type
it's
of
a
time.
Down, not up.
Um,
Can
Yeah.
you see an aura
but
around me
when I
right
saw
now?
that click in,
I can see
Here
it
it
more
was
bigger on that side.
Okay, you're opening, I got goosebumps. Okay.
It's somewhere where you lived. It was not where you lived. It was like the land. It was like you were
It's
from
funny because the eye goes up.
and you
Like-
So
travel.
you can tell it's totally different.
Yeah, yeah. It's a different look. But
So you, yeah, if you had
Well, we're
knowledge
gonna do the mirrors
from
quick
where you
now.
land and you travel.
My glasses
And then you
are
would-
horrible. What happened?
Anyways, that was kind of
One
cool.
Yeah,
eye.
so you
But
younger, and I
Or it's
felt
not
that you were around water. for
And
some
you know,
reason.
sometimes it might
That
be
was
easier
right.
too if
Water,
you're doing
like
it
Oh,
to
okay.
someone without them knowing.
Go in a
Yeah.
boat
Do you know
or
what I mean? Because then you don't have
Oh.
that
Yeah,
force.
I'm just receiving
Like
that,
for me,
so I,
Sometimes it's
looking
easier
at
if they
her,
get
I
involved.
saw a pirate.
like,
Nice.
I only
trust
saw
Yeah.
like half of her face.
Yeah.
Now what
So
side?
we both got a
Serenade.
traveling
That
similar
side
thing.
here,
Yeah.
right? I could
Yeah, it's
see
neat.
The
this
magic
one
eyes.
was dark.
Wow. Okay, so you
Yeah.
saw her.
Tourist.
So that's your right
Catching a
side
glimpse
she
of
saw.
something,
So whenever you
and then I
see
try to
something
chase
that's
it,
on the
and it
left hand
disappears.
side,
Okay.
that represents them, their family aspect.
I
So
saw that same one
ancestors.
again.
That's why I was able to
saw
know
It's
that
curly,
one was
it's
connected
almost like
here.
it's a reddish
If you
curly
see on the
hair.
right side,
Yeah, again,
they
and you
have
got like
no
a shiny
connection
earring. I'm like,
to
is that the same
their
one again? And you got a little
ancestry.
shiny earring, the same
They're
one.
still part of
Your
it.
eyes are
And
trying
I saw the Asian guy.
You saw the same one again.
So even, so that the right side would be a
Yeah,
past
and
life.
it
They
has
would both
those
still
glows
be
at
a
the
past
edges in
life.
your hair. It
Okay.
wasn't, it
Oh,
So
was
like
like,
for me,
yeah,
styles,
the
kind of
Victorian,
actually, but
like,
when
Oh,
I was
that's
born,
neat.
I was
Yeah.
born a year
But it's
after
so funny
my
that we
aunt
saw the
died,
same
and 2
time.
days
Yeah, I did.
before she
Yeah.
died.
Okay.
yeah.
And I didn't know her, right? Because she died a year before. But I would have memories. And I remember I'd be sitting at the kitchen table during Christmas dinner or whatever, and I'd be like, remember we used to walk down the train tracks, and I'd have all of these memories. And my family would always be, and they would always be shocked, and they'd say, Georgina, that wasn't you. We never did that. None of us did that. We did that with Shirley. So then my whole family thought I was Shirley. right? So we can actually be family members of generations and people before, right? And sometimes if we lose a grandfather, maybe our daughter has a boy. Well, that grandfather decided to come back.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that who he was as your grandfather is back.
No.
We can still call upon grandpa, even though he's here. So we can call, just like we're calling upon your past lives by focusing on it with our intention, we can call our own past lives to us. And some of us think about how many years the earth has been. We could have been, we could have 400 past lives or more. So that's what's really cool is when we're doing this, we're connecting to the astral plane, and that astral plane that you exist in, all those lives you've lived or haven't, can come forward. And that's why it's so special to do it around this time. Now your magic mirrors will still be effective all year, but this is a time where you really need to make it and do the ritual when that veil is thin, because the spirits are putting that energy into it. So does everyone feel like they were able to see a past life off of someone? Okay, half a face.
Half of something.
Half of something.
Yeah.
Okay. But you get kind of how it
Yes.
works, right?
Yes.
Let's move on to our past lives. And the reason why I did this first is because it is sometimes easier to look at strangers than ourselves. Okay? So now we're going to use our own lock mirrors, and we are going to say a chant before. So the only thing you want to do is, Brett, I'm going to ask you to put that on the floor and open a cauldron. And if you have stuff on your mirror, we're going to dump it, but not yet. We're going to say this chant. Hopefully I can find it in my book here.
You need some more light.
Yeah, probably.
Open the curtain a bit.
I usually have it bookmarked. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, we might want a little light for this anyway. Okay, now if we, and when you do it, you can also call your guardian angel. So we're going to do that too. I just need to find my magic mirror page in here. Ooh, I don't want that one. Okay. I found it. So are you ready? So all I want you to do is say this after me. So looking into your mirror, I'm going to put mine up here. And repeat after me. Mirror to mirror.
Mirror
to mirror.
Mirror to know.
Mirror to know.
Mirror to help the power flow.
Mirror to help the power flow.
Mirror absorb.
Mirror absorb.
Reflect our gaze.
Reflect our gaze.
Show the truth within your glaze.
Show the truth within your glaze.
Show the future
Show the future
and the past.
and the past.
All that is hidden,
All that is hidden,
reveal at last.
reveal at last.
Mirror, mirror,
Mirror, mirror,
display for me
display for me
that which I desire and choose to see.
that which I desire and choose to see.
Ancient spirits, lend us your power.
Ancient spirits, lend us your power.
Bring us clairvoyance this very hour.
Bring us clairvoyance this very hour.
I call upon strength and sight.
I call upon strength and sight.
Bless me with visions this sacred night.
Bless me with visions this sacred night.
West we open, the gates swing wide.
West we open, the gates swing wide.
We seek the answers that lie inside.
We seek the answers that lie inside.
Between the veils we ask to see.
Between the veils we ask to see.
Past life vision, come to me.
Past life vision, come to me.
I thank you, and so mote it be.
I thank you, and so mote it be.
So now you want to look into the mirror, and you want to try to find an angle, and you might have to move around. If you have stuff, dump it into that cauldron. Now, in the chant, you've heard us say, reveal the future and the past. So if you want to see your future, you can. But you have to face east. Just like I spoke earlier, east is the future path. So whenever we want to see something into the future, we always face that way. Okay? So if you're facing east where the sun rises and you're looking into the mirror, you'll be able to see a future life. Or you can see yourself in the future in this life. Okay, you would know because it would look like you, but the background would be different.
Okay.
Or your face would be different. Okay? So let's look into the mirror, and you want to be able to find an angle where you can see your face. And I kind of have to turn away from this screen. And I can only see half of my face, but that's okay. So as long as you can see your face in the mirror, and I like to look at an angle where when I'm looking at myself, my eyes look closed in the mirror. So try to get to a place, and you might have to spin your mirror around. And try to see yourself in it. And it's going to be very difficult. But you want to be able to see your face, and like I said, if you tilt your mirror, your eyes will look closed. And just look at yourself. And when you're looking at your face, you want to look at the third eye, just like you were with the others. And you'll see that your face will totally disappear. So keep watching the mirror. And in your mirror, you might see that white noise. If you see the speckles, your mirror is active. And you can bring it right up close if this works. Ooh, this one works really good like this. So when you look at the mirror, your eyes won't change, but the rest of your face will. So if you find that it's hard, just look at your eyes then, and let the rest of your face change. So when you can get to the point, or if you've gotten to the point where your face totally fades out, say yes.
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 Okay. And if you've seen your face change, put your mirror down.
You just see all black.
Then you're right there. Then right after the black, the face will come in. And at first, it's almost sometimes you feel like you're fighting your mind. And that's normal. You are. Because your mental mind is probably thinking, what the fuck? Okay, it doesn't know how to perceive. As long as you can see a little bit of face and eyes. Once you see a face, and this is called scrying, it does take time. Once you see your face change, put your mirror down. whatever you see clearly in your mirror, use that as your focus, as your focal point.
I see the top of my head like a brain. You know
Okay.
when you have a picture of a brain that you see all the veins? That's what I see.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild. But on yourself, right?
On myself, yes. Top
That's
of
a
my head.
genius.
My background keeps changing, but my face is staying black.
Really? So you're present in a past life, just can't see it yet. And see, I'll even do it like this at an angle where I'm just looking at the one side.
Now I don't see anything.
It's like an Etch a Sketch where it just is all black.
Really?
Like the whole thing. There's nothing. It just all goes black.
Weird. But you can see your face first,
I
and
can
then
see
it
my
goes
face
black,
right now.
and then it goes black.
And then when I look at my third eye, the whole thing just goes completely black. all
So
the way
you're like
around.
right there at the edge. So one of the reasons why you'll see that's purple is because purple is one of the highest vibration colors. And so when we're looking into the magic mirror, that's going to trigger our third eye and crown chakra. So when we're looking at that color alone, it will heighten us. And that's why we're able to see the face change and come through. So we're projecting that channel. You can even try smiling. Pretend you're taking a selfie, right? And then see how that changes. But I find this close for me works perfectly. And you can even have it, like say you're at home, you can even have it just sitting like this on your coffee table when you're relaxing on the couch and just look into it and see. So what temperature do you feel? Do you feel hot or cool?
Very warm.
Because while we do this in a circle, our temperature will change. Warm energy shows male spirit coming forward, so you may see male. Females are always cool energy. So sometimes we're doing something, other people will be heating up, and then someone's freezing. And that's female spirit coming forward. Okay, so while you're looking, I'm going to get you to just do another chant. And this one we'll try calling our spirit guide. Okay? But you can still have to look at your own face. Okay? Let me see.
Si je suis comme ça, je vois rien. Si j'étais à un an, quand je vois. Quand je
Tu vois dessus?
Non, je vois le shadow.
Ah, ok, ok.
Ouais, bon, je
Tu vois pas ton visage,
Non.
mais tu vois le fantôme de ta tête. Ah, ok, ok, continue. Je sais comment est-ce qu'ils font ça.
So repeat after me. West we open, the gates swing wide. We seek the answers that lie inside. Between the veils we ask to see. My guardian angel, come to me.
My guardian angel come to me.
And just watch. And sometimes when you're looking at yourself, you may notice your face looks a little different. Maybe it looks thinner or rounder. But you're learning to trust yourself and connect to your spirit right now. And where is it that you can see clearly? It's almost like looking at those 3D images.
The magic eye.
Yeah. Like I could look at them like that.
I do the same thing with the magic eye though. As soon as it starts to come, I chase it and it's gone.
And then you have to try again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what's
I have a better
happening.
chance with Magic Eye than I do now.
Yeah,
Really?
I keep getting the
I
beginning
just
of
can't.
something and then I chase it and it's gone. Like I'm trying too hard to focus.
Can you see your face in the mirror?
I can't.
Do you find it's just can you see your reflection at all?
Oh, there I can.
Okay.
Okay. I can't see my face, but I can see like my outline.
Do you now if a face came forward, do you feel you'd be able to see it? Or is it too dark?
I don't know. Maybe too dark.
Were you able how's your seat?
Good, you wanna switch and try it out here?
Sure, let's switch.
Yeah.
Maybe that's better.
Yeah, you can switch seats to see.
Okay, let's try this.
Oh.
Thank you.
So you're right by me, I find that going like this angle works. Can you see your reflection?
Oh. Yes, I do. Now I
Okay.
do see.
Yeah, there's not a lot of light in the seat here. I can see why it was difficult. When you've got that behind you, you'll probably be okay.
Still, so I get the background, but my face is still dark.
Do you want to try someone want to try my seat? I find if I sit here and look, I kind of gotta look like this. Yeah. And get some of that glow. Someone can try my seat here. Want to try my seat? Try mine and see. Just look for a little bit of a light and try your seat and see. Oh yeah, because yours is quite dark here. Do you see how you can see more of your features? See, even when I go this way. Yeah, that candle helps. So in this seat, it's
Mhm.
like this position.
You get the reflection of the candle behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need a little bit of that light.
Oh my gosh, I'm starting to see stuff.
Are you?
Yeah.
So you just needed a little more light.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that's so weird.
Let's see, I just a little bit of reflection in my eye, but then it blacks out and I can't get anything else. Can't see enough on my face. I'm chasing it too much though.
Oh yeah?
Like the
Well,
magic
maybe I
eye.
should, here, let me light that,
The
I'm
magic
gonna light
eye.
that candle behind you.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah,
That may help. I'll
I
just
think
light
it's
one
because
of
I
them.
tried too hard. Oh, it's there. And then I focus
Now, when
too
you
much.
look in the mirror,
Mm.
which candle would show best? Do you think that one?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's
Bueno.
different to me, though, yeah.
Oui.
Oh, yeah, it's different things, and I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah, that one's
That
just
one will
over
work?
my shoulder. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, that works.
Perfect.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I
What
like
about you,
it.
Karina? Did you see yours?
Uh,
I could have a little light in the other room, it would come through this door. Oh, you got it.
I like this.
That's perfect.
I saw a couple of things like some
an angel with a
Did you?
long hair.
That's awesome. I don't doubt you were an angel.
That's my spirit, guys. Stop me.
Try it with the flame now
Okay.
behind you.
Yeah.
Same with you, you might be able to get that flame. Do you find that that's helping?
Mm-hmm.
What about how's yours?
I see the eyes when I look.
Oh yeah, that side would be, if you can see your face clearer,
Yeah.
then you'll definitely. So you can see yourself now?
Yeah.
With that candle? Perfect. A little different when you can see yourself a better, hey?
Yeah.
It's weird. Every time something starts to go out of focus, I look at it.
I know, hey. It does feel like you're
Yeah.
chasing it sometimes.
Mm-hmm. So I said that I was looking at another eye.
That's your third eye.
Mm.
It's showing itself to you. Oh yeah, I can see how this seat would have been difficult.
But one like here we go, probably.
Oh my gosh,
Somewhere down
that's
there.
so cool.
Did you? You got to see?
I see something. I just can't.
Right, we
Oh,
should
I
try
love
to put
this.
another
That's what-
candle here.
Oh, is that the
Mm.
one?
Oh yeah, I could try that. The moon is here. You'd think that would.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's starting to come through. Try the other side of my face too.
Georgina,
Yes.
what would be if I see different color on the eyes only?
Then that would represent a elemental spirit. What color were you seeing?
Kind of yellowish or like very light,
Air spirit.
only on the eyes.
So then that means that you were an air elemental. So anything that flies. So like
Yes.
pixie.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
You probably have like fairy blood. Lots of
Okay.
people do and don't even know it.
Okay, because my animals are the eagles and.
Did you ever have an elemental experience? Like with a nature spirit?
No, but I'm so always
You're always in nature too.
behind the eagles or hawks.
Oh,
Right,
birds,
right.
yes, air spirit. That would make sense. Because we can, like people, my culture believes that a lot of the wolves and the eagles and the hawks, all of those are spirit guides.
Okay.
And you know, for me, like my grandfather is an eagle. So when my grandfather comes around, the eagle always comes. And so I know my grandpa's around. Owls are grandmother.
Okay.
So whenever you hear an owl, wolves are also known as shape-shifting spirits. So
Mhm.
we don't have a lot of them here. So when you do see one, you know that maybe no one else does. So
I
they'll
love
shape-shift.
this.
You can see?
It's so cool.
That's amazing.
So I think that's what you were doing, is connecting to that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What's
I'm a bird
fox?
person
Oh,
too.
you are? Uh-huh.
Fox are
yes.
spirit guides, and they are cautious. They're watchers. So they're protective to make sure that people are entering your space to take advantage of you.
Because there was a fox in our park,
Really?
and I saw him or her twice, and then COVID hit.
Wow.
After that.
So that kind of makes sense, because fox and coyotes are both warnings
Yeah.
of to be careful of others around you. But usually the coyotes will mean like mischievous people coming around.
Mm-hmm.
Where fox, it's like tending to and being protective that way. Yeah. That's cool. And earth spirit. No, fox, is that fire or earth?
So cool.
Fire spirit.
Oh.
Which means passions, and follow your passion.
Mm-hmm.
So were you able to see your face?
Once in a while.
I've seen the cat twice.
Really?
Yep.
This is so cool.
It's almost like I had a scar on my lip.
Really?
It was all
Like just
crumpled up to my nose.
really? Oh, I can't remember what that's called. That used to happen a lot in the medieval ages. I can't remember what it was called. Almost, yeah. But I can't remember what it was. There was like something that happened that did. It was a nerve thing. So in this seat, because it's darker, the only thing that I can see is pretty dark, but I can still see the face change. But I'm only getting the eyes and the mouth. I just saw myself with horrible teeth. And you have to pay attention to your dreams tonight, because you're doing all visionary work. So now that you're opening up tonight, you'll still be open when you sleep.
Okay.
So messages from spirits, images will come through. Now, if I do a couple minutes of drumming while you look, you might see your spirit animal come through. Should I try?
So
Yes.
weird.
Okay, try that.
No,
I'm good. Where's that drum?
Oh, this
Where-
one.
where's
Like,
my drums?
That's right, direct drummer.
oh my god, this is so
I want the
cool.
goat one.
Sure.
Oh, do you want your teeth back?
No,
no. Oh my gosh, I'm staying here all night.
You know what? Your chair, you could move up closer to the cauldron too and see if that
So
works.
Cool.
So you're not so back?
Me?
Yeah, you could
Oh.
move your chair
Oh,
up
this is so
if you
cool.
wanted more light.
So we can do this at home and
Mm-hmm.
oh my god.
Stuck in front of the
People
mirror.
are gonna think I'm crazy.
Sorry.
Just love this. Because I find that sometimes at night when I go to bed, I just want to ask you this, maybe you know.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll go to bed and I'm not sleeping. I'm just laying there and I close my eyes, and as soon as I close my eyes, I see faces. I'll see someone and I'm just like, who's that?
That's spirit.
Oh no, that's
Is
that's
that
a bird.
it?
Yeah,
Underneath
that means
that drum,
spirits are
maybe?
coming
Maybe.
forward.
Thank you.
So you
'cause
must
I see
be
faces and I don't know them.
weird.
Yeah.
That means you, when you
Oh, for
are
the drum?
relaxing, you're heightening.
Is it in the chair with you, Chris?
So then you're able
The
to see
drum?
spirit.
Yeah.
Peter?
It's gotta be around here.
That's so weird. So those
Oh, there it
faces. So those faces I see, is it like past lives?
No,
or
those
it's
are gonna be spirits
spirits
coming
that come
through.
in. Okay. Because sometimes they'll say something, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah. So
And then I open my eyes because I think, what was that?
it could be spirits trying to communicate with you,
Yeah, could be.
especially if they're saying something.
Because I'll be in bed and my husband will be there and I'll go, oh, look at that. I see someone and it's talking to me, but I don't know who that is.
That happened to me once. I went to Salem and we stayed in
Salem and Boston.
the Hawthorne Hotel. They have this house.
Yeah.
So we stayed in the top unit of this house that was still part of the hotel. And anyway, I can't really remember all that happened, but all of a sudden we did a seance that night. So we
Okay.
get back to the hotel and I'm like still a little bit out of it. And all of a sudden, just as I was falling asleep, all these black people started coming forward. And it started with one guy and he said something to me. What
Said
did he
there's
say?
750 of us.
And all night.
Did you?
And then the next day I went to see, she has Enchanted Lori Cabot. She's like one of my favorite people in the world. And I get readings from her once a year. But I was talking to her daughter and she said, oh my God, what happened to you last night? I can tell right now there's so much spirit energy. And I said, well, I had this black guy come and he said there was 750 of us and I kind of all just passed through my energy.
Oh my
one after the
gosh,
other.
That's amazing.
I was so sick the next day. I felt like I was
The drains
hungover.
probably drained.
Ugh, but I had a Bloody Mary. I'm so good.
Like-
It was like
Fixed
giant
everything.
with all
It
these
fixed
things,
everything.
right? Candy bacon. It's like so bad. Either way. So she's like, well, did you know that the person that owned the house that you lived in had the trade ships?
Oh, that's why.
And the black person that the guy that I described was, what was his connection?
The one of they brought in a black slave girl as a nanny, and then they made her part of the family.
Okay.
And then, but she still had to take care of all the house for all the people, and she stayed in she lived in the room that we were in,
Oh my god.
and it was like the little quarters on the top.
Yeah.
Anyways, and the father had the slave trade ships, and he was bringing over people, and
So it was her father.
there was an
that-
actual real historical thing apparently where there was this ship of 750 men that came in,
Yeah.
and
Right
this
by.
lady knew about it when we were talking to her.
It was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
They know all about their history down there, I guess.
So when
They
we're
just started
sleeping,
talking about
just like when you're laying down at night and you're looking at your ceiling, that's like a magic mirror.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you can get to the point where you're seeing
Seeing
that
things or
in between,
yeah.
spirit will come forward.
Oh.
So you are actually seeing spirit come in.
Yeah, 'cause
You
I'm
can see
fully awake.
nightmares before they come in too.
Yeah.
They're like black
Well-
blobs on the ceiling.
I'll just say this quickly, but one time I was in my bathroom and I think there was a channel or something because I was in my bathroom fixing my hair and this tall man came in. And I turned around and he was in there. So I have a feeling that something's going through.
Yeah, or it's haunted. Because see, when all our houses have spirits,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
we create the spirit from our
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
of course, lots of people live there, right? Like if there's a house and there's like someone had a divorce, the next people had a
Yeah.
divorce,
Yeah.
right? That can carry on if it's not cleansed.
Okay.
Well, in our house, we have porcelain in the bathroom, right? We have wood.
Yeah.
We have cement. Those energies build spirit energy. And that's why when houses are left desolate, they become haunted. Because spirits will come and it's all just old wood,
Yeah.
right? So they can energize,
Yeah.
but then they get to the point where wood will trap spirits. So if you go into an old abandoned house and there's barely any, drywall, and it's just like wood, they're always very powerful.
Yeah.
Because spirits will go in there to charge up and get that energy,
Yeah.
but they become trapped and they're not able to leave.
Okay.
It's
So I
pretty-
didn't feel it was negative at all.
No.
Like it wasn't a danger to me or
No.
anything. It was
And
just
the
passing
spirits in
through
our
here.
realm, like around this time, where there's good spirits, there's bad spirits,
Mhm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But mainly ghosts are never negative,
No,
right? They
no,
just
because
don't
that
know.
wasn't anything. It didn't do anything to me. It's just that I saw it.
And then the negative impressions, like the evil spirits, those are like, you know, you're dealing with the human mind,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Imagine being super negative and then
Yeah.
dying.
Yeah.
The negative aspect stays in here,
Yeah.
right?
Get it.
So
His
that's
son
why you want to cleanse.
Yeah.
My son won't leave his closet door open.
So he's a seer or a feeler. He knows there's something around.
And it freaks him out. He doesn't,
I'm a feeler
he
too.
doesn't
I
like-
can
he
feel
feels like
things.
people are watching him.
Yeah.
See, shadow creatures live in walls.
Mm.
And they're the ones that look like a dark silhouette.
Mhm.
And those are the ones that usually gifted children will sense or see.
Yeah.
And they'll just like hide in the walls and try to creep kids out, but they're everywhere.
Mhm.
So that's why it's good if he's having trouble, if you just put either sea salt in the four corners of his room or a crystal or even just a stone and rub them from the beach and put them in the four corners, he probably won't have any issues. But if they know he can see, they'll keep coming back.
Yeah.
It's like if you're afraid,
Oh,
you're,
yeah.
you're attracting the negative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Or the energy vampires,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But this is a time where the shadows really come out.
Mhm.
See, what happens is, imagine all the nature spirits coming into spring, right?
Mhm.
We have every leaf, every flower that blooms is a portal of power. There's a spirit behind it. It's a nature spirit. They all have to go back before that leaf they came into this realm drops,
Mhm.
or before that flower dies. So this is a season where they're trying to gather everything they can to get back into their world, or they come into the homes of people.
Mhm.
So I always keep acorn in the window, and that allows the nature spirits to know that they can come here if they need a place to stay for the winter.
Interesting.
And then you also have the negative spirits, right?
Mm.
They go through transformation right now. Negative spirits aren't always just negative and stuck here for life. They can evolve and change, right? They are sometimes the ones that turn into animals. So we get a lot of different sounds of nature. You could, like, I could sit here and listen to the wind and hear a squeal, and I'll know that some kind of spirit was just transformed. So it's pretty powerful through October. And that's why it's really important to honor your ancestors, because our ancestors keep us protected from all of that stuff that's happening right now. And think about all the cultures and their spirits, right? We live on Native American land.
Yeah.
So everything they believe in is now roaming. So it's pretty awesome time. You got to see?
Oh, it's just marvelous.
Good.
Good.
Do you want to try her seat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let her try. I'm gonna do some drumming with my goat.
Yep.
I like the goat drum because it summons our energy. And so when we do ceremony, every hide has a different power. But I find whenever we do past life or ceremony that's magical, I like to use the goat. So you can look at your mirrors while I drum, and maybe you'll see an animal.
Oh yeah. I can see my face here.
Good. Yeah, try that now,
Okay.
hey? else come through?
Rabbit and bird.
Did you? You got a rabbit? That's awesome.
What is a rabbit?
New beginnings.
But there's a horse.
A horse transformation and an easier ride. So it means that there is change around. What color was it?
Black.
Yeah. So then that would be the wheel moving up. Or like this. Anybody else see a spirit?
An owl?
Grandmother. Good omens.
The turtle first.
Did you?
I started to see a bird, but my candle went out.
Oh my gosh! Spirit put it out. I'd like to see what bird you first see. The next bird you see. Yeah. I see flashes everywhere.
For me, it was warrior.
Wow.
I don't know why that keep popping up.
Yeah. Well, Brett's a warrior. He's the only blonde warrior and 3,300 people. They adopted him in. But even though when we dance around the powwow, he has protectors around him because they're still very tribal and they don't like white people in the circle. There's still some prejudice there. And I have blue eyes. I don't look native, but people with blue eyes that are native, we usually cover our eyes because we don't want to be pinpointed. What happens is if we're in the powwow and if anything from our outfit falls onto the ground, the powwow stops. We get stripped of our regalia and it goes to the tribe and they auction it off and you're like pretty much banished until you remake your regalia and they allow you back in. So because if you have blue eyes or if you're blonde, some people will come and try to get one of your feathers to fall and then every 3,300 people see you get banished.
Oh wow.
Wow.
It's pretty hardcore, but it happened to my cousin. She's like, after that happened, I don't think she's ever really been the same. They go a little hardcore. Now she's like protester and trouble and someone that you don't want to mess with, that's for sure. But it can be pretty scary, some of those places. Okay, so let's open the circle. Does anyone have any questions about what we've experienced? Do you feel like you'd be able to relax at home and look into it? It's always good to have a candle going. You don't have to cast a circle. If you're looking and you feel creepy, honor that and don't. Because someone or something might want to have you see them.
Can you ask protection before you start?
Definitely. You can even, the easiest thing to do is just like circle, circle, circle. And then just imagine the room with a circle, right?
Okay.
But always have a candle. The candle, it doesn't matter if it's white or a tea light.
Yeah.
Those are gonna also keep you protected.
Oh.
And as soon as if a negative spirit came here tonight,
Yeah.
these candles would start
To
flickering.
absorb or,
They go like this.
and would
No
they
flicker.
absorb the energy?
Um, they would transmute it.
Okay.
If you see an aura
Yeah.
around your candle flame, then you know it's a magical candle and you can trust,
Oh, okay.
right? And that's one of the reasons why we won't start until the candle is still, because it's still changing negative energy.
Yeah.
Which could be a spirit's energy or our own,
Yeah.
right? So as long as before you begin,
It's
you just
calm.
wait until it's calm, look for the aura. I always try to look around the room, and if it looks dark in one area, then I know I'm good.
What do you do if it starts flickering like crazy?
If it's flickering, don't do it that night. Unless you want to see, right? Like I could take my magic mirror into someone's home if I'm doing a release because they think it's haunted and see. But I'd rather look at the person that called me there. Do you know what I mean? Because you're gonna see it in them.
Can someone else use our mirror?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know my husband will want to try.
Yeah, and definitely do across the room thing.
Yeah.
On your partners, or when my son would go to sleep.
Yeah.
I used to. He's 22 now, so I don't do it. But you go pet your kid goodnight,
Yeah.
pet him. I would always just rub his hair, and I just look at his face, and I'd watch all the past lives come
Yeah.
through.
That's
And you
really
would
cool.
notice on children, when you start seeing their past lives, their skin goes really white, like a white glow. It's amazing. You're just they go totally glow.
Mhm.
They're so pure. And even right now, if you go like this and hold your hands out with your fingers in between your fingers, you might see that glow, that mist. Can you see that? It's easier to go with the cauldron behind.
Mhm.
And open your hands. You can see.
Oh, okay, yeah,
See what I mean?
like an energy or.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
So if you can
Okay,
see
yeah.
that energy, your
I see
psychic
that.
eyes are open.
Yeah.
Now, as soon as I know I'm seeing
Yeah.
psychic energy or the energy off
'Cause
my
I feel
hands.
it's coming off.
Yeah. So as soon as you see that psychic energy,
I can feel
I know I
yours.
can look for spirit.
It's so funny. Yeah.
So look for that too.
Yeah.
And even if you have a blank wall and you just go like this,
Mhm.
I can see it
The
because there's
energy.
nothing there.
The energy in between.
Yeah.
So do you see colors or what do you see when you see a spirit?
So when I look at you, I can see the silhouette of a spirit right there showing itself.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I reach out to it, then I can bring it forward and I can say, "Who are you?" And there is a male behind you.
Oh.
So I know that you are being guided by a male.
So the card we got, you and I, and
Those are the spirits
you
that
and
were
me, the four
protecting you.
hands and the, yeah, and then there were two energies. You said.
Yeah. So you have a male and female, and you do, and they're a couple because they're coming together, and it showed they were working together. So they have a common goal for you.
Okay.
See, our ancestors, they know what we need and want, so they're always trying to keep us on our path.
Yeah.
Right? And the more we know what we want,
Yeah.
the more power we can give our ancestors.
So the name of the card that I got.
There is no name.
Oh.
They're just soul cards, is what they're called.
Oh.
So if you looked them up, they're called soul cards,
Mhm.
and they don't actually come with a book.
Mm.
They're just to see what spirit is around you, influencing you.
Mm-hmm.
So I use them with my card readings. I'll do the soul card to see what energy is around, what those spirits are
So you
doing.
do card readings.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, she's very good.
I do
Do you have a
tarot.
business card or something?
No. I just do
Just on
Facebook.
Facebook?
That's all I
Just on
do.
Facebook.
Yeah.
It's Mystic.
East Coast
East Coast.
Mystic.
It's East Coast Mystic.
Yeah.
Now, do you need to be with the person to do card readings? or can
No,
you do
right
it
now
remote?
I'm doing most of them online.
Yep.
But I also always do them face to face,
Mhm.
right? But mainly online. They're 45 minutes about, and I do about a year. So I look at what's happening for the next year, and I find out what spirit is guiding you on the path and then I let you know what they're doing.
Mhm.
So then they're the ones influencing you. And the reason why I do the year is because the cards will represent certain checkpoints you're meant to experience, and then that's your confirmation that the spirit's guiding you, right? So you get those checkpoints, and every few months, if you re-listen, you'll get different information. Yeah. And I have a tarot book coming out tomorrow. So it's a whole training manual. Has all the card meanings. There's workshop in the back, so you can fill out all the workshop. It's a course I've been teaching for over 20 years.
Wow.
So yeah, I love the tarot.
Knowledge there. Yeah.
I learn intuitively.
Yeah.
So
Really
that's
cool.
how I used to learn how to speak. First time, cards meant nothing. I didn't know what the hell they were saying or nothing. And then I'm asking questions, and I was young. And all of a sudden, one day, as I flipped, I heard what a card meant. And then I did 3 cards, and it freaked the shit out of me. Because I heard something talking to me. And then I was scared for about a week. And I thought, holy fuck. And I don't want to look at them. I was so scared. And then I waited about a week or whatever, and then I asked a question, and I flipped, and I heard. And it never stopped. So that's how it happened with me.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So let's open the circle, and I want to pull an attractor card because whenever we work with spirit, we receive an energy, and I want to see what we're going to attract now. So I'm going to pull one for the group. Oh, it's so hot in here.
I'm cold.
I just saw your hair pink.
You're cold?
I guess we still got the
Are you
firefly
female
light.
spirit energy
Yeah,
makes
I
you
think
cold?
fireflies
That means
are-
your psychic,
Maybe it's a future
your
praise
psychic
in the future, I
abilities
don't
are
know.
tuning in.
But I just looked over and it was down here, it was pink here.
Okay, give us a message. Ready? Okay. I accept that good things come easily. I am a super attractor.
Follow the.
And look at the color of it.
Yeah.
It's bright purple,
Wow.
just like the mirrors.
Yeah.
So use your mirrors. You can use them anytime you want. If they get weak, charge them by the moon. You can put a feather on them. You can waft them through incense. You know, think about the 4 elements.
Yeah.
Right? Put a crystal on it. It's awesome. And it'll be good to go. So let's open the circle and we're done.
No.
I know, hey? Let's just have a sleepover.
Someday.
The circle is open but never unbroken. Merry we meet, merry we part, until we meet again with love in our hearts. So mote it be. Now stomp your foot and kiss it goodbye. So the reason why we stomp is because we created a psychic energy. So as soon as we release a circle, it goes out into the universe, and we want to just shake the ground from it and cleanse it. Okay? So that is it. Thank you
very
for
much.
coming.
That was really good.
I hope you enjoyed.
Really did.
I do it every year. And you can, like I said, recharge next year. I will have an audio. So I'll make sure, Lucy, I have you. So I can give you the link. And then you guys can use it whenever you want.
Okay.
And that will show you how to put dirt on it.
Okay.
You can even use the soil of your favorite plant in the house.
Okay.
I like to use graveyard because it's close and it's like, you know, first initial charge. Let's get some spirit juju in there. Karina, I have some stuff for you.
Yes, and I have the money.
Perfect. And I also have your priestess.
Okay.
Pardon me. I need a drink so bad. Thank you. Oh my god. Careful.
There's that drink there.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't think it went on the
It is
floor.
strong
I was
and
almost
it is
taking a
closed.
sip of that.
No, you're doing a lot of talking, I'll make you a drink here.
We can turn that light on a little bit. Don't shock us though. So look for people's past lives. Don't stop that. You can do it in the daytime. I used to sit in the park. You know, wherever you are, just kind of look at someone and see. The other thing
So
to
don't be
watch
freaked out
for.
or staring at you at work all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Hey. The other thing is if you look at people's faces, like the raccoon mask,
Yeah.
and if you see that radiance there,
Mhm.
they're going to be very easy to see their past life. But if it looks darker and gray, then you're going to have trouble. They're tired, they're stressed about something. So take note on that. Thank you. You might crave sugar tonight too.
Oh boy, that's
Like, I crave
different
sugar.
from any
I
other
crave
day?
sugar so bad.
So what can we expect during the night? Oh, Jesus.
Right.
Right?
Oh, I'll,
Yeah.
leave this out of the
Oh,
way.
thank you.
What can we expect, yeah, during the night? Just dreaming about past lives? Or
Yeah,
seeing-
it's just you may get a dream of a past life because you're looking for that, or you might have a spirit come forward with a message. So just kind of take note in the morning when you wake up what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, okay.
And you whenever it's psychic, you will be able to remember one thing, even if it's a bookshelf.
Yeah.
Right? So if there's one recollection, it was a psychic connection to someone or something. Okay?
That was great.
Yes, of course, it's straight through there. So the door,
Really
that's
cool.
a washroom there.
Yes.
You kind of have to turn the fish and then just let the door slide a little bit.
Okay,
Perfect.
I owe you 40 for this training,
Yeah.
and then I want you to tell me how much.
Okay, so those things, I believe it was only 10.
This one here?
Both of them are hers.
Okay.
Can I
And if you
leave?
can turn that light on just a little
Oh, yeah,
bit, let me see.
Yeah, you might have to.
Oh, 4 and 6, it was 10.
Kind of fun. There we go.
And then, what else is in
I don't
here?
think I hurt anybody's
Yeah,
eyes.
because there are two packs. But I separated the one for you. And then this is your, because you've finished your class,
Okay.
so you get this
Oh.
and this.
Okay,
And if you use an incense stick,
okay.
you can take the tip off. So it's for your altar. And then for the cones, you have the moon and the sandalwood.
Okay.
And you burn those inside there and just put the lid on. So, and then you got the initiation instructions.
Yes.
So whatever moon you show up to the
Yeah, I'm not
ceremony,
sure tomorrow it's Halloween.
it can be the next one.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
So I
Perfect.
don't-
You're good to go.
Thank you.
Congrats.
God, thank you. This
You're
is
welcome.
amazing. We are.
It was so good to see you again.
Yes, yes. We are coming back, Melissa, right?
Oh, yeah.
With better.
Yeah.
Well, if this COVID thing wasn't,
Yeah,
I'd be doing a lot more.
Yeah.
I miss all my fun stuff, but
Do you do circles?
Oh, that's all
I
right.
used to all the
Yeah.
time, right? And we didn't do just sharing
alright.
circles.
That's what I did for not actually
Drumming
sitting it up. I just sit it in
circles.
front of my
She does circles.
That's good.
Oh, yeah. Drumming
Yeah.
circles, yeah.
But
Next-
next year.
Yeah,
I
next
think
year I'm
we-
gonna have my TP up again and
Yeah.
I'll do more drumming
Yeah.
and stuff, but
Yeah.
I know it's
COVID
still
kinda
going on for another 2 years, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
We'll get used to it.
I know.
You know, even if we have oxygen masks.
Yeah, the season,
Drumming.
the seasonal flu will come back, COVID will be done soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Excellent.